Alright, for the last few months, I've been tracking updates about Comet 3i Atlas, as has everybody else, unless you've been living under a vacuum, in a vacuum, whatever you've been doing. I've got three things to raise, 3 points. Number one, I've looked at the publications on the comet and have analysed the data about the luminosity and colour of Comet 3i Atlas. Number two, I've noticed that music in the form of urban and contemporary rap music genres can be extracted from the dataset I was looking at. Number three, I started to write this music down using modern studio software, and well, here we are. Alright, let's get this party on the road. We now talk about the 444, hopefully for the last time, because when you go into it, it just keeps going. Again, those of you who object to numerology or have some hang-ups about it, please excuse yourselves, cough once and leave. Yeah, have to do that because like if you don't demonstrate it, they won't get what you mean. Yes. Yeah, so the reason I talk like this is because like you have to know what's coming in the future if you're someone like me. So what we do, we look for events that stand out from the norm to use those to predict the next events that stand out from the norm. Yeah, so normal events, you use those to predict normal events. Abnormal events, you use those to predict abnormal events. Yeah, and mostly the abnormal events should be moments where calamities happen, because like they don't, things that don't happen every day, you know, those are abnormal events. Yeah, let me just play the track, yeah, and just show you how we remix this. Same track, this is the 444 track. Every time I want to talk about the 444, I'll be using this track. Yeah, just trying to get acquainted with it, like. Yeah, it's a decent track. Yeah, but that's the 444 considered a different way from what most people do, and there's lots of people who do this numerology, but I'm hoping to have a different take to it, just add something to the whole process. So let me just tell you of a story. Every personal event, like I just explained to you in the beginning part, the intro. Yeah. Every abnormal event stands out. Now, I had an event that happened to me. It was on April 30th of 2025. Now, remember, this is all gonna tie into 3i Atlas, the interstellar object that's currently in the solar system right now. Yeah. So on the 30th of April, that's what I'm talking about, 2025. Yeah. On that day, I had what was similar to what you call, let me think what you call it. You call it the Havana syndrome, I think that's what they call it. So during that event, it's like I experienced an abnormal set of affairs in me. Yeah, so it did kind of feel like it was an interdimensional sound. I don't know, but it was really different from the norm. I'll call it abnormal. Yes, that's what it was, abnormal. So it's like a funny turn of events, and when I went through the episode and it finished, I thought to myself, boy, you know, this felt like something that was gonna be around for some time to come, and it did feel like it was something that was gonna repeat sometime. So but I wasn't really sure. So now lots of time has gone by. I'm now in 2026. Yeah, April is just 2 months around the corner. Yeah. As for the rest of the world, because you have to make it relevant for yourselves, otherwise why in the hell would you be watching me right now? Yeah. I wanted to explore the trends, what was happening around April in that sense. Yeah. The search term that I used was let me see if I can find it for you now. Hold on one time. Yeah. Yeah, the search term I used was interdimensionals. Yeah, it was interdimensional. That's what I used. Yeah, let me see if I can get it up right. Yeah, yeah, interdimensional, interdimension. That's all I put down. Yeah, yes, that will cover interdimensional objects as well. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Yeah, right. So if you look at how much that was trending in the world, yeah, how much times people went online and looked up something that starts with interdimension, yeah, you find an elephant in the room, and that happened, well, yeah, in the early to mid-July of 2025, yeah. So there was kind of 100 people going online starting with their search with interdimension or something like that. That's the keyword, that's the trend, you know. So that happened July 13th to the July the 20th, yeah. But my experience happened on April the 30th, right? And there was really nothing there on that time, nothing at all, yeah. So I felt it, and they must have felt it and thought about it for some time, and then around July all of them started looking it up online. Yeah. So that's what was going on in the world that really caught my eye. And so let me carry on with the track anyway, yeah. So it was like the same thing for me. It was like some kind of interdimensional sound is the best way of putting it, some kind of kundalini spinning vortex of an energy, if you like. Right, and that happened on April the 30th for me, around 7 o'clock in the morning, not night, yeah. So I put those values in and started to say, right, if I start from the 30th of April 25 and I add 4.44 all the time, and do the multiples of 4.44, what do I get in dates? And they'll be going up in days as well, yeah. So what I got was this. From that, if you add 4.44 days from April 30th, you get May the 4th, yeah, and so forth, yeah. Now if you have a look at, I'll put it down here, let's look for the perihelion of 3i Atlas, which was the 29th of October 25, yeah. And as you can see, we've connected with it, yeah. If you do the 41st multiple 4.44, you get to 29th of October 25 if you start it from the 30th of April, when I had that experience in my mind, yeah. So it still predicted that. I could have still predicted that from that date, but how? Let me show you, yeah. I got a calculation that I'd done. Right, so that's the event, that's the time that it happened, yeah. It was the 30th of April 2025, yeah. This is numerology, take it with a grain of salt, yeah. If we add, looking at 30th of April, yeah, if we add, yeah, 3 plus 0 plus 0 plus 4 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5, we get 16, yeah. Now 16, the 16th prime and Fibonacci are 53 and 987. If we look up the 16th prime and Fibonacci here, yeah, we find 53 and 987, 53 and 987 right there, yeah. So if we go back to the fact, yeah, right, that's 53 and 987. If you take the 53, yeah, and you minus 9 plus 8 plus 7, you get, that's 53, take away 24, because 9 plus 8 plus 7 is 24, you get 29. If you take that 24 and you add the 2 and the 4, you get 6. Now if you take the 16 prime, yeah, 16 take away that 6 gives you 10, 29, 10, which is the date of perihelion. Like I just told you now. So if I had known that then, I could have predicted the 29th of October, which is perihelion, just going by the date when my shit fucked up. When I had that Havana syndrome like sensation. Yeah. And I just made another comment in terms of predicting this, if that event will come again. Yeah. But before we do that, yeah, what I wanted to point out is, let me read it off the chart now. Right. It is reasonable to suppose that the likelihood of the repetition occurring, I'm going to make it up as I read it because I wrote it. It is reasonable to suppose that the likelihood of repetition recurring, yeah, when the interstellar object reaches the same distance, yeah, well that's a plausibility, definitely. Yeah. So on the 30th of April, yeah, the closest I could get to knowing what the distance estimated by the proper scientists was, yeah, was the 29th of April, which was 6.21717 AU from Earth. Yeah, from Earth, yeah. And on the 1st of May, it was 6.11595 AU from Earth, yeah. So, but when it's in retreat, the next time it will be around that area will be the 14th of April, 2026 coming up. With the 12th of April, we had 6.20918, which is within that range, within 6.21 and 6.11 mentioned earlier. And then that's to happen on the 12th of April. But on the 14th, you also have a possibility of having a 6.20 happening. But remember, these are estimations because they didn't spot the object until May earliest. Yeah, so by April they hadn't spotted it yet. Yeah, I think they might have spotted it in March. I'm not sure. Yeah. So and again, if we add the 30 and the 4, the 20 and the 25, the date when that occurred for me, we get 79. Yeah. Yeah, the 79th multiple, yeah, of 4.44 from the 30th of April 2025 is the 16th of April 2024, which is close to the 14th and the 12th of April. Yeah, but on the 16th of April, the distance is estimated to be 6.31 AU from Earth. But if these are guesses, who knows? It might be the same date. But it's predicted on the 29th here, the 29th iteration of it. Yeah, the 29th multiple of 4.44. If all I had to go on was the date when that occurred, I would have been able to see all that if I was thinking that way. But I wasn't. Yeah, because now, let me prove it to you one time. If we go back on the website, this one's called theskylive.com. yeah, if we look at April, I can't see it properly here. Let me see if I can, but I looked it up here. Why doesn't it yeah, May the 1st, 6.11. Yeah, and if you go back here, the next time is 6.11. Yeah, will be April 12th, 14th. Yeah, 16th. Yeah, that's May the 1st is the only one I can show here because my pad is sensitive. But they didn't have a measurement for April 30th. They had April 29th, I think. Yeah, which is 6.21. 30th. So, but they hadn't seen it yet, so they're just guessing. It could have been gassing all different kinds of ways, non-gravitational acceleration. They might have spotted it doing that before it was close enough to the sun to do that. So we never know. Yeah. These are the questions I asked, innit? Yeah. The next thing I noticed, another hit, was when I considered the solar flares. The largest solar flare last year was something, let me read it out for you. AI overview. The largest solar flare of 2025 was a massive X.51 class flare that occurred on November 11, 2025, peaking around 1000 hours UTC from sunspot region AR4274. Yeah. This powerful event followed earlier high-level activity in May, causing radio blackouts and significant space weather impact. Yeah, that's the biggest flare that we had. 11th of November 2025. Let me see if 11th of November 2025 is covered. Obviously you have to know that it was, otherwise I wouldn't have read that shit out. Yeah, here it is. 11/11/2025. So that calamity that I had on the 30th of April, I could have also, so that's perihelion and the largest solar flare that we had from that year. And that was also what produced the largest geomagnetic storm on Earth, yeah, a couple of days after that. Yeah, so I'm getting there. I'm not quite sure how to relate the calamities that we go through to space weather, but astrologists do observe that when the moon and sun is doing different things in time, yeah, that kind of determines how much good or bad luck you're gonna have. Yeah. So these interstellar objects go through the solar system all the time, but we've never been able to cover the space around inside the interplanetary space. We've never been able to cover that as full as we're gonna be covering it now. So to see 3 of them at the rate that we could see the sky at night was really impressive. But now they've got bigger telescopes that are gonna see more of the sky at night, so they should be able to spot more interstellar objects, I suppose. But I'm suggesting that every time an interstellar object comes through the solar system, yeah, it leaves a mark. As it's approaching, yeah, it will do things, and on its way out, when it reaches the same distance from the sun, it will repeat. That's why I'm thinking that some events repeat, because like interstellar objects are going through the solar system, and that is why. So watch this space. I'm just making shit up, but if it's true, then I should win a Nobel Prize. Nah. So during that day, it was 182 days from when there was going to discovery, I suppose. Actually, that's perihelion. I wrote it wrong. There's my mistakes again. Yeah. So I've managed to show you that we can use 444 in our natural event. So if you trip and fall and break something, you can note down the time exactly and date and try to figure out when next you'll be prone to that again, or some other calamity that stands out in your life like that, in your consciousness. Yeah. That's all I wanted to add. It's a short video. Yeah, I went straight into the spit because like I'm not really I'm not wasting time. So you know how it is. Yeah. Keep an eye on every event that happens to you and try and be more in tune with the universe. You should be able to you should be able to spot when an interstellar object has come, if it's gonna be typical of what 3i Atlas is now. Yeah, you should be able to spot things like that, because things will start to go wrong in a funny way, or things might go right in a funny way. Yeah. And when things go right, you want to really attach yourself to that. Yeah, you don't want to look for things when they go wrong, but when things go around right, you try to keep that to yourself, because you're good luck. You don't want that jinx. Unless it's luck that's too much. If it's luck that's way too much for you, you might as well call other people and say, look, the human race is going to have a harvest this time, so I wanted you to get some of it now. But I'll start off by telling you of when things bad is about to occur, because you need to be safe and well to be there to receive the harvest. So that's why you also have to more warn people about calamities that are there in this life, because like if you want them to do well enough to survive those and live to see when the harvest time has come, then you have to warn them of the perils that are there in life. So Bashmate tune is done. Every time I talk about 4.44 and that, I'll be using this tune because like I'm sure it's the right one now, because I made a mistake and I'm quite proud of myself now, because like this is not a mistake I'm gonna repeat again. And so let's finish off the tune, man. Yeah, next time it goes to O, yeah, I'll leave it on so that you can contemplate on it. But when you go into 444, yeah, it's very hard to leave it, because every time I watch my videos back, I keep coming up with tangents and trying to figure out something else as well. So I'm putting everything together. I haven't come up with a complete theory yet. Done. Enjoy.